Today promises to be very exciting because I'm having very special guests. Yes, not a guest, but special guests. I have two gentlemen that you will be amazed for those who have known me over the years. These were boys some 25 or more years back, but today they are great men making great impact in their own chosen career. And that's why today on A Chat to the Professional, it will be my delight to introduce to you, eventually when we return from this break, these two great guys that will be talking about something so special that is close to my heart, and of course I'm sure you'll find so exciting. Sit back now, relax, and enjoy the show while we go on a break. The special interview segment returns after this short moment. Please stay. This week's episode, like I mentioned to you in my introduction, is a special package. Special in the sense that I have with me in the studio one of those rare moments when, apart from having two guests on set, I'll be interacting with a set of people who are very close to me, dear to my heart. As a matter of fact, these are the set of people that when I remember wherever I go all over the world, I sleep like a baby. So join me now as I welcome on set Obidike Okolo by my far left, and then next to him is Onyebinama Chimezie, right?
Yes.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Now you're welcome to the show. To start with.
Thank you.
You know, these are two great men that, like I mentioned, when I see people like them, you know, I feel happy. Apart from being young, these are Nigeria's tomorrow seated by my side. These were the people that gave me lots of headache several years back, some decades ago. And then today, they are putting a smile on my face. Obidike, I'm going to start with you. You want to tell us what you do? I know both of you are lawyers, but I'd like to know what you do at the moment.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure being on this show. Mm-hmm. I'm a legal practitioner here in Abuja.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm practicing on my own.
Okay.
I have a firm.
All right. You have a law firm.
A law firm, yes, which I'm the principal partner.
Okay. You hold it there. Chimezie, you want to tell us?
Thank you very much for having me today. I'm very grateful and thankful to God for this opportunity that we have today.
Okay.
As rightly said, my name is Onyebinama Chimezie. Right. I am a legal practitioner also, and I work with Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment at the Commercial Law Department, and we are in charge of registration of trademarks, patents, and design.
Okay, all right, just hold it there. Now, it will amaze you. The reason why I asked them to more or less introduce themselves is because, like I said, these are the guys that years back gave me lots of headache. Because it might interest you and perhaps excite you to know that these guys seated by my side were once my students as little boys in secondary school. And today they are all big men, looking bigger than myself, perhaps a lot richer. And that's why it was very easy for me to just call their names the way I mentioned. Because days back they will be answering me, yes, sir. But, you know, we are on set. Now, I was excited, you know, when a few months back, you got in touch with me to talk about some of the things you're planning to do as a group coming from the old school, the school that, as it were, made you. But what excites me the most, which is why this interaction is essential and dear to my heart, is the fact that a good foundation is very important, which is why on this show we always, advise parents to allow their kids make their own choice of career. Taking it from you, Obidike, your father was a great lawyer in Lagos. I knew him, may his soul rest in peace. He was a great lawyer, and I'm one person that never ever could have imagined you end up becoming a lawyer. So why did you choose? Was it a case of, okay, I've understudied this man, or was it a case of, okay, I haven't gone through the tutelage from primary up the ladder, you thought this was what you needed to do?
Well, thank you very much. First of all, you can't separate the fact that my father had a lot of influence on me as a father to a son. But definitely that didn't inform my choice of being a lawyer.
Good.
I chose that personally out of my own conviction. The profession, legal profession, to my mind is just synonymous with independence. Independence of mind, of mental state, and you as a person. And it keeps you solid on the ground in whatever you want to do. So that is what I can call my basic reason or motivation. But as I was growing up, I've always had this passion for speaking for those who don't have a voice for themselves.
Okay.
And justice and equity. I've always fancied justice and equity.
Anyway, of course, you were a great rebel in school. So I remember you were one of.
So it motivated me in my choice of career. So these are the basic things for me.
Okay. When did you leave? Well, pardon me, I'm getting personal a bit, but when did you leave secondary school?
I left in 1995.
That was in 1995, yes. And over to you. You are the younger one here, perhaps even in practice, am I right?
Yes, most definitely.
So what was the motivation?
The motivation, first and foremost, I wasn't good in science.
Okay.
Yes, the science aspect of my life was dashed to the world when I was in secondary school. And there is this zeal about always trying to, make arguments, talk, and all that. So I practically searched all the courses and disciplines that are under arts, and I had no other choice but to.
Of course, you are indeed a talkative. We all know that. Anyway, that's by the way. Now, Obidike, you've been in practice now for how many years?
7 years.
For 7 years now. That's how time flies. Yes. If you look back as a kid, you want to compare practice as you saw your father do it those days. I remember he even consulted for some of the major banks in this country. You want to look back to practice those days as you saw him, okay, and practice now. What do you think? I mean, in terms of the legal processes, do you think anything has changed?
Well, as a kid, the way I saw my father practice law, a lot has changed now when you compare what I do in my practice. My father was a core legal practitioner. He was purely into advocacy, and he didn't do a lot of other things. He just concentrated purely on the legal practice.
He didn't look at the business aspect.
He didn't look at the business aspect. But right now, because of the exigency of time and needs, the law practice has expanded, and we have our hands in a whole lot of things. Okay. Solicitorship, advocacy, and all whatnot, all concerned with the legal profession. Right now, the profession has improved tremendously. The laws have been improved. The National Assembly, they are changing the laws to suit the present situation on ground, you know, and the laws are becoming up to date with what is obtainable around the world.
Well, how time flies, we must take a break at the moment. I have been here sitting with my old students who are great men today, Obidike Okolo and Onyebinama Chimezie. Both of them are legal practitioners and both of them are based in Abuja. Obidike is into private law practice, and then Chimezie works with government. But don't touch that dial. We're just going to take a short break and we'll be back. Please stay.
Security now everybody business Nigeria. Stay your neighbor, make it look well. Shine your eyes, my people. Oh. Them know the right time for Pesio.
We no need to shed innocent blood on top of nothing before we go talk within the pain us for our mind. We government they encourage dialogue to resolve any conflict, or you call them conflict resolution. Make we stop this killy, make we stop this violence. Nigerians, make we shine our eyes, they look waiting with neighbors they do, because government no fit do am alone. Security na everybody business. So therefore, whether na for street, motor park, garage, inside mosque or church, even safe bus stop, I beg you, shine your eyes and look waiting people they do around you. If you see anybody with Wakakuru movement around you, I beg Kia report them to any security agent within near you, and the phone number to call simple. No matter the line, just dial 112 with any network. No forget the number to dial now 112 with any network, and security agent will land their fiam. Life no get duplicate.
Shine your eyes, my people. Them know the right time for Pesio.
This message now from National Orientation Agency.
You're welcome back. You're still watching A Chat to the Professional. My guests today are two great young Nigerians, people I look up to take up the mantle of leadership in this great country. They are both lawyers, but that's not essentially what we are talking about today. We are going to narrow down this discussion to what you talked to me about. You mentioned to me putting together an event, perhaps to celebrate your alma mater, or, you know, BDK, you are the chairman of the organizing committee for that event.
Yes. Actually, I would like to start with a little bit of history, you know, looking back.
But be mindful of time, but go ahead.
Okay. We are putting up an event. We are old boys of Marist Comprehensive Academy, school founded in 1981 by our own very reverend brother Thomas, who is a mentor and a father. So the old boys, the Marist Comprehensive Academy, actually, over the years, this is 33 years now, have produced a lot of professionals and a lot of great men in many fields. The law, medicine, engineering, and even in business, in the oil industry, they are all there. In fact, there's no place you look for them, you will not see them. And they are all occupying very, very sensitive positions in where they are. We are organizing a reunion for our old students. Actually, this reunion should take place in the school at Uturu Kiwe, that was Uturu Abia State. But for challenges of security and some other considerations, for example, some of our members who are coming in from overseas, US and UK, are skeptical about the security situation. And this is the federal capital, so we have decided to host it here in the federal capital territory.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and of course, is because of the way we are packaging it, it has an international outlook. So, the reunion is, first of all, an opportunity for all of us to come together, see ourselves again, and relate. But more importantly, we are who we are today because of what we got from a place like Marist Comprehensive Academy, where the students are molded both in knowledge and in character, moral character. Our training right there in Marist Comprehensive Academy has led us, it has been like a light, has been a shield, has been a sword, and so, and it has brought us to where we are today. We have a lot of our own who are in different places. Even right here in the FCT, we have the likes of Honorable Everyman Elanya, who is the chairman of FCT Customary Court of Appeal. We have Dr. Onyekachi Umugo. He's just been, he's just gotten his PhD. He is actually a business mogul and doing very, very well. We have the likes of Mr. Daniel Ekwano in Lagos. He's a big brother, a very successful.
I think he's a chief now.
Yes, actually, it was an oversight. Yeah, we have the likes of Chinedu Nwankwo. We have then we have whole lot
anyway,
of them.
Why don't you narrow it down to what you're planning?
Okay.
But you've given us a background because we really are looking at time here. You are a member of that committee.
Yeah.
Of course, Obidike chairs it.
Yeah.
You are a member of that committee.
Yeah.
What is it we are looking at, and what is it you're celebrating to start with?
What we are celebrating is brotherhood and love. Like my chairman rightly said, we've been food dragging about this reunion. So many people have thought that they were too busy, that they can't make out time to plan any reunion. But this time around, we are all hands are on deck. We are all coming together to plan this reunion. It's an international, as in, it's a worldwide reunion. Everybody is involved. Everybody is involved. So we are all coming out in full. We are now, the time is now. The time is now. So we are all coming out in full to plan for this reunion, and it's going to be the bomb.
Well, I hope you are not going to throw another bomb in Abuja. But if I understand the two of you very well, you're saying it's, as a matter of fact, I'm one person who has been so. If you ask me, all this while I've been disappointed that a school like the Marist Comprehensive Academy hasn't got a formidable old student. Of course, perhaps I might want to correct you guys there. It's not just old students, because I mean old boys. I know it's a mixed school. I was a teacher there for some years, so I know it's a boys and girls school. So, and amazingly, there's no part of the world I've been to that I haven't come across an academic student. And like I said in my introduction, that's one thing that makes me happy, that when I remember, it doesn't matter how much I have, it doesn't matter whether I have nothing, but the fact that there were people that I impacted on their lives and I see them doing very well. I know perhaps that might be one of the reasons why you guys are not too relaxed. But like I said, you know, I am hoping and looking forward to that day when you'll be able to come together. Look, I can assure you guys that if you're a part of what we're talking about, if you see the people, the quality of individuals that this school has churned out, you will understand where I am coming from. And that's why I'm particular about mentorship. I'm particular about mentorship. You've left this school now for so many years. And I'm not sure if I ask any of you, if you can say one or two things you've done to give back to that school. And it's one of the greatest challenges, you know, of our society. It's not just peculiar to your school, but it's something that I think we should. Because if those young ones out there who are still in that school, if they see you, if they know your achievement, if they know what you've been able to achieve because of the foundation you got in that kind of school, I am sure they will be inspired to do more. And that's why I think what you're doing should be encouraged. However, I'm still going to challenge you to ensure that going forward, outside the merrymaking, and now you're running away, you've become big boys and girls that for security reasons you can't go back to your alma mater. But that's not a problem. What would you be contributing as you deliberate to ensure that we have the kind of security that will guarantee free movement of goods and persons in this country? Because we are looking up to you.
Well, like you have heard, that is for those who haven't been part of what we have been doing.
Yes.
I want to encourage all of us. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step, and Rome was not built in a day. So the important thing is commitment, just like you have said. And I want to also add that you see, the high point really of this reunion is in a way to appreciate those who have made us what we are today. And we are looking at like some of the our principals, who we can also alternatively call formators. Especially Reverend Brother Thomas Ezako. He really had an impact in our life, which is guiding us today. And we want to see a way to appreciate these people. And also, the coming together will enable us to be able to cross-fertilize ideas and see how to give back something to the school, especially for these young ones that are still there.
That's good.
I want to say that if we don't know that alumni association is the best form of social interaction, and these are people you grew up with. But what in essence what we are saying is, let's all come together and celebrate and give back to the society what they've given to us. This is the time to tell them thank you. And for Brother Thomas is if I'm correct, I stand to be corrected. He's up to 75 years now. 76, and I don't think any of us has done anything for him. I think delay is dangerous. But having said that, now that we've realized our mistakes, let's come back and take the bull by the horn and tell these people sorry for the delay, and let's put smiles on their face.
Anyway, if you haven't done anything for Reverend Brother Thomas, who actually founded the school and was the pioneer principal, I think, for upwards of 11 or 12 years before he moved on, then I wouldn't be asking what you have done for me. Well, within the past 20 minutes or thereabout, I've been here having a wonderful time with two great young men, people we look up to. Never mind, they seem not to have been too relaxed. Perhaps they are still reminiscing with nostalgia, those days when perhaps they will see the then Master Ubu coming around with a stick and they are running helter-skelter. But the most important aspect of this interaction is that I need you to, the young ones, take something out of these two great young Nigerians. And that is with determination. Looking at them, looking at how young they are, I am sure you'll be amazed at their level of achievement in life. And if you are focused, if you listen to your parents, if you listen to the good counsel of your teachers, definitely the sky can only be the beginning for you, and that's what we are saying. So I'm excited that you're trying to put together what you're talking about, and I'll be more excited to see all those other big dudes that have been seen everywhere in US, in Europe, in South Africa, all over the world. Well, I'll be more excited to see all of them here in Nigeria to make a difference. To make a difference. There's a campaign that we started on this show in 2010, which is making a difference in schools, providing mentorship. Is something we've also provided for your alma mater. None of you was a part of it. I am hoping that moving forward, you should be able to, put something down, to ensure that a similar thing is done, not just for your alma mater, but for other schools as well, to ensure that we have a greater country. So that's the much we can take on the interview segment. A chat to the professional returns after this timeout to wrap up. Please stay. Well, I'm afraid that's the much time would permit on the show today, Chat to the Professional. You will agree with me that these two young men are indeed great guys. Never mind, like I said while I wrapped up the interview segment, they seem to be a bit shy because I'm seated here. Perhaps we'll arrange for someone else to interview them. But I'm indeed very proud of these young guys. Of course, great men and women that I was able to touch their lives when they were growing up. I believe you must have been inspired, especially the young ones. Please do the right thing. And for the parents, remember, as always, encourage your kids to study a course of career they will be proud to practice when they leave school. Do not choose career for your kids. Allow them to determine based on their areas of competence. So till next week when I come your way, remember Martin Sobu saying stay blessed, and I'll see you again.
Chats with a professional, with Martins or Wood. Chats with a professional will make you know more about the society.